like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm stunning. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, bring your body, spicy bunny, hot tamale.
Greetings.
Molly, how about the stoop, jump in the coop, pick up on top of the roof.
All right.
No bitches as hard as I can. Eating halal.
And until 12:30. Trying to make sure I'm on time. Hey. This is what we're getting into. All right. That's my song, y'all. Everybody, welcome. It's Chi Vital, and I'm back with another tool for your toolkit, and especially for the family. HOC and Dark Lordism, gang is in the building. This video is especially for you all because you've been doing the work, and it's time for us to bring all of that energy into one wholesome piece of magic and celebrate. All right? So I shared with you all what my song is going to be. I'll give you some insight into why you're going to need a song that makes you feel like that. All right? So peace to everybody who's here. Shout out everybody who received their coffins already. Everybody should have their stuff by now. If you don't have it today, I want you to text me. Inbox me. Either text me or inbox me. My text is 202-810-1876. And then those of you who are connected with me on Facebook is Chi Vital. All right. So get your notebooks ready. You're gonna need to write this down and follow it to the T. All right. Thank you. Yes, this is my good Maleficent hat. We in the Saturn energy. And, there's so much behind that story. But yeah, I'm in that. All right. So I'll get to all your questions. So definitely, I said this was going to be a Q&A. If necessary, right now, and follow along first. All right. In case I answer your questions along the way, then you don't have to bombard the chat with questions now. But listen, take your notes, chill. I know, we're almost done. All this hard work, all these visitors you guys have had. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. We're all existing in between these realms. It's dope. I'm excited. I'm always excited when we're doing work, especially as we have a group of people who are really about doing this work. Hey, Angle May's in the building. What up? So let me just go down the list here. So Friday night is the actual final meditation. Saturn, Baron Samedi, and Maman Brigitte meditation that is going to seal all of the work leading up to that point. So you're going to need to be prepared. Between tomorrow and Friday, I did forget to mention that you may need a shovel because you're going to need to bury your casket kits. And that requires a shovel to get digging. You got to make a hole to put it in. This might be one of the more challenging exercises for some of you because, it takes a little more work and intention about creating that time and space, that window for you to do so. But you're actually going to bury that casket near or inside where you began your work. at your own risk. I gotta say that, it's a liability, but we're magicians. We're about doing what we gotta do. So all things meant to be done will be protected, sealed, and hidden as they should be. Okay? Let's see. So that is between tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Thursday is one of Maman Brigitte days. So I wanted to give you all the opportunity to work with Thursday and Friday so that the anxiety can come down for those of you who can't go on one of those days. Um, but before you do so, you got some work to do. So I asked all of you to redo or review your timelines so that you are very, very clear about your casket burial, the things that you want to definitely be done with. Okay? I wanted you to review this because this is absolutely it for those energies, those entities. And once you've done that, and you are familiar with the names of each entity that you've identified, for those of you who have the kit, you have your casket. I want you to etch those names into your casket. For those of you who don't have a kit made with special elements, you still can do this with your own if you have one. It's not that you can't do this. There are just some particular things that were done with the kits that were sent out to help seal things and take them where they need to go energetically. And your list, your drafts, your final list, all of the things that you wrote along the way to fine tune, you're going to burn them. You're going to burn them in a place where you can catch the ashes and put them inside of your casket. Okay? If you don't have a casket at all, I want you to rely on your intelligence and figure out a way of how to participate all the way through the best way you can figure out for yourselves. This is not kindergarten. This is not for anyone who's not willing to think for themselves. All right? We encourage you all to think for yourselves. So, on purpose, I won't be giving you any ideas of how to accomplish that. All right? What else? You will need a denomination of $7 or $21 to place inside of your vessel. That's what I'm going to call it right now. It's a vessel. Okay? On each of these dollars, you're going to write, I pay for what I throw away. Okay? I pay for what I throw away. Got that? All right. So that is what you will do if you do your burial tomorrow. Continue to listen to your TikTok to sleep meditation music as you're continuously doing your Saturn mantras. All right. That is for the burial. The other items that are inside of your casket, all right, your oud and the other things that you have directions to use, you're going to not bury those for obvious reasons. You're going to need them for Friday night's meditation, all right? For those of you who don't have all of those tools, you still will prepare for the meditation appropriately. So you are going to wash yourselves, cleanse yourselves, and put on your ritual clothes. You will reread your letter uh, to the thief of joy. You need to have your song of choice that totally puts you in a celebration of the truest form of you. So I opened this video with one of my favorite songs that just get me excited and feeling pretty badass about like this how I like it. It's just how I like it. I like my life like that. And I like to have a little spice in my life. Yeah, do that. Have a song that inspires you to dance, to celebrate. If you've really been visited by Gay energy, you would know that they dance. They dance and they dance and they dance. They don't get tired. They dance. Okay? So you want to do your burial. And when you get back home or on your way home, your headphones and your radio or whatever, you want to get into that mood. You are feeling the hype of this celebration energy. After you shower and you put on your fresh clothes, you want to be in that energy before you go into the meditation. There is a very strong creative force created when you go from your highest high to settling into deep meditation. Okay? This is the premises of dynamic meditation, is being able to take the energy here, up here, and consolidate it and bring it down. Okay? Because then you concentrate a more potent source of energy, which is the seed that you're taking with you through the night. Okay? This ritual is definitely, Terrain said, don't party too hard on Halloween, okay? And don't be hung over, all right? Because that is going to alter your focus, all right? So do your thing, have fun. And being that you've been in this energy, you should be able to tap into another level of fun that doesn't require you getting trashed. That's also just Saturn saying, like, have some restrictions, have some limitations for your betterment, not so that life sucks, for your benefit. All right, for the long term, for reaching the goals. Let's see. For your white candle, you're gonna save that. Okay. You're gonna save that right before the meditation. Um, For those of you who have a kit, you have written instructions of how to prepare. Everyone else, what will be important for this ritual is that you're going to cover your face with the efun, cascarilla, or powder if that's all that you have, some baby powder. You're going to wipe your face. All right? And listening to this meditation, you are going to listen, and then finally you will be laying down for the night out like this, like this. You're out, okay? Why? Is because while those things are being sent off, there is a part of you that is dying. On that night, this is a real serious ritual, okay? Which we have not just put together from our imagination, okay? You're going to literally die in those energetic spaces. And so you're preparing as the same way that you would see someone be prepared when they are passing on. They have on their freshest outfit, and traditionally, your Egun or ancestral work is represented by this white powder. All right. And so you're going to have it on you. It is protective, but also attracting. And you're sleeping in total darkness. Okay. total darkness. You are not going to light your white candle until you rise new in the morning to mark the new you, and so that you can be seen for the first time by the energies you have now invited to walk with you in your strength, in your design of who it is that you will be. This can be the crossroads for people who want to go this deep into certain ritualistic practices, but that is okay. If someone's not ready to really do this, I want you to understand that you are moving into another degree of advancement when it comes to your sorcery and self development combined. This is about taking what is in the spirit realm and materializing it in your real lives. Okay? Um, so yeah, if you feel like, nah, don't do it. If you feel like, yes, I need this, we're here as a group to support you. All right? No one is forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. All right? So for that night, again, you're going to sleep in total darkness. You're definitely going to feel so much release, so much joy in accomplishing something that for weeks now you've set out to do. And for some of you, for a recent life experience, it will be the first thing that you finally accomplish through hard work and dedication from beginning to end. And that in itself is a cycle of breaking some of the old ways of procrastination, self doubt, low self esteem, fear of failure, and fear of success. All of these things. All right. Um, At this point, I think it's clear what the instructions are. If you have any questions, I'm going to scroll through now and handle them. Are we cool? Are we cool? All right, let me scroll through these questions. I guess I'll just start from what's coming up now. Is it safe to still participate in the meditations if you haven't acquired all your tools? Yes, it's always safe because we don't create any systems here for people to use that they have not been already set up with certain safeguards. A meditation in itself is safe. The meditation and what it can do for your life, the highest benefit comes from having all your tools and have done all the work. Both groups, Dark Lordism and HOC, House of Chi, provide work for people who are in them to do, because meditations alone will not give you what you're looking for in life. And we're definitely about breaking the cycle of people looking for a quick fix, a band-aid, a sweetener for whatever poisons they continue to give themselves. This is really about total empowerment of your ability to create your life. Let me see. I'm gonna scroll through from the top. I answered one of those questions. I answered the questions about the caskets. Yeah, for a lot of people, I see Terrain like giving y'all information about like the old ways and restrictions dying, being reborn again. A lot of people are familiar with baptisms, familiar with initiations and different organized religions. Like every form of spirituality has tools for that. This is one of the highest degrees, which was mentioned because we're working with Saturn and working with the energy of the underworld are the types of secrets that People and the masters have had to go into death in order to bring back that information. So you guys are actually very, very, very privileged to be able to participate in this format of such a high degree. Let's see. All right, anxiety for the ceremony. So real life, like the anxiety that comes before any type of initiation or great transformative event is real. The one formula is you don't stuff it, but you realize that you're at the precipice of long term change. What you've decided to do has been a matter of seeing that there were certain things that you needed to do and you're going to do them. No one else is making you. And so while people feel like, I want all the power of myself, I want freedom, I want power, I want freedom, and I want to be totally just in charge of myself, it's like how a child feels about wanting to grow up and become an adult. And then adults are like, to hell with adulting, I want somebody to take care of me now. It's something huge that most people want to have, but the responsibility of it can shake you up a bit because you realize that there's nothing to lean on, there's no one to blame any longer, and you do have the power. So then you have to tap into, how do I wield this power for my own benefit? That gives you way more um, creative power and access to what is the God within than most organized religions will offer you. I don't even blame anyone for wanting to still continue to be in a certain space that allows you to say, okay, well, my hands are, tied because it's above me now, it's above me now, it's above me now. It's always, there's some people who like lean on that so that they don't have to feel the weight of their own decisions. So that's one thing. You can look at the anxiety of it as it being something real. There's always that energetic feeling of loss when you're literally getting rid of things. And so you want to embrace all of that emotion and then realize and focus then on the space you have now to be who you truly are, even though you're starting fresh energetically. All right. Hope I answered that question for you, Tina. Can I find Thief of Joy in the group chat on Facebook? I think someone shared it inside the group in HOC. If you can please make it refreshed and you're in the group, please do that. If not, it's also on my main page, Chivatel. Okay? All right. Sorry if I missed, but is there a prefer to bury in the morning versus evening when we go, or listen to our own intuition? I would say listen to your own intuition. Practical stuff, like you're working with Saturn, right? Saturn is practical. Saturn is not about taking just wild risk. Saturn is about planning and seeing the best outcome. Like Saturn's not about like trying to take, whimsical risk out there. So if I'm Saturn and I know I'm going to go bury something and I would like to have a certain kind of privacy, either I'm going to go during the day when it's absolutely quiet, no one's around, or I'm going to go during the evening where I can't even be seen and no one's around. So you gotta figure that out for yourself, which then entails use of your intuition and your intellect. All right. You don't want to separate the two at this energy. I'm using the 6 tomorrow to get my mind square ready. That's what's up. You must go to sleep right after meditation. Yes, that's another thing. Yes, Yes, you must go to sleep right after this meditation. All right. Um, that's what it is. I'm glad it's raining. The ground gonna be soft. Got you. Cool. We wear right white. Okay, so you are some of you, if I spoke to you privately, you may have a specific color that you are supposed to be wearing. If I didn't, I mentioned black, purple, or white. Okay? And that should have been decided from the time that you got your outfit, and it should have been either on your altar or near your altar, charging. You were charging your own outfits with this energy. You had your cigar smoke, you shared your liquor, you poured your libations, you had coffee there, you have ouds. For those of you who have your ouds, like all of those beautiful smells are for Maman Brigitte. She loves those fragrances. Okay. And there are other ancestors that you have that are really, really attracted to those beautiful smells. And those energies that are attracted to those smells, they are um, more about the sweetness and all those particular nice things in your life. So the luxury, the comfort, the abundance. All right. Let me see. Just making sure all notes and intents from this work we put in the casket after burning. Um, all the work and intents. The only thing you are burning are the things you're burning. So it's like a cremation. You're putting it inside of the vessel, and the only thing you're not burning is the money that you put in there that you've written on. Okay. We have about 8 to 12 inches of snow and more coming tonight and tomorrow. I have to figure out how to bury it once I receive my casket. Okay, cool. Um, Worst case scenario and not lazy case scenario. If you have land either in your backyard or a nearby park because you absolutely cannot get to a cemetery, then you can do this as well. Okay. Aki, she shared with you 100 million to bring some warm water to soften up the ground. And that's for everybody as well. If it's a little cold, the ground definitely gets hardened. So you can bring some warm water. Um, so be clear on that. The first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is you will put on your song that gets you moving and shaking. You will light your white candle and place it there on your altar. Today is a new day, and you will dance and get yourself ready for whatever it is you got to do. Okay? Well, yeah. Okay. Does your casket need to be buried deep? So here's one of the things. Everything that you've written will be in ashes, so you won't lose anything, right? No one's going to see or know exactly what's in there. But if your casket were to arise to the surface, there's money in there that says, I paid for what I throw away. If someone were to pick up that money and use it, that would be get a energy in the flesh. It's taken care of. You need to bury your casket where it cannot be seen. So dig the hole deep enough to bury it in the earth and cover it completely. Not saying you need to go dig 6 feet under like people are buried. If you're working at night and you can't sleep right afterwards, are you a Patreon member? Because um, if you are, that's a good question. That's different versus you want to go out and just hang out. Either way, I'm mother, but I'm not your mother. So if you have Patreon, then right before you go to sleep, after the meditation, you should listen to it again and prepare yourself and go to sleep. All right. This ritual is going to be done through the night. So even some of you are in different time zones. So it may be a little earlier in some places. It may be a little later in other places. So for that night, Friday night, if you do have to go to work right after, understand that you'll be in a certain kind of energy. And I would suggest that you try to be able to sleep that night in the nighttime. And if not, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'll talk with you. We'll figure something out. Let's see. Saturday, light white candle. Saturday morning, you'll light your white candle upon rising. Any other questions? Let me see. Did I get everything? All right. So I think I'm gonna have to have Bodak Yellow for my song. Cool. All right, y'all. I am gonna get out of here. How can I get added to the group? You can ask Terrain or myself to add you to the group. Just inbox us. You'll have to be a friend of one of ours to get added, or a friend of somebody who is already in the group, and they can add you, and then you'll get added. All right, I'm gonna go. No problem, hidden in plain sight. Cool. All right, y'all. I'm out. I won't see y'all for a little while. So, Happy New Year. Lots of love, lots of support, and lots of guidance. See you on the other side. Peace and bliss.